well as the individual tissues and structures that make those up. And so here we've got an option for you to look at. More focus. So, root or stem? It's a root. And why can you tell it's a root? I mean, I did say we were going to look at roots first, so that would have been a pretty good hint, but I could have fooled you. But you got the vascular cylinder in the center, right? Also, in this case, you've got xylem that's in kind of a Y shape or almost an X if you use your imagination a little bit. So is that a dicot or a monocot? Dicot, exactly. So as of Tuesday, you will know that's a representative of the class dicotyledonous, dicot. You also know that this is a vascular cylinder. I'm going to zoom in on this in just a second. You'll be able to distinguish between xylem and phloem. All of this out here, what's the name of this tissue? That's parenchyma. Is the tissue or the cell type that's out there. And what's this structure called? Cortex. And what's this outermost layer called?
Epidermis.
Epidermis. Okay.
What slide was that?
This one is a ranunculus root.
Where was the cortex?
I think.
The whole.
Cortex is anything outside of the vascular cylinder or
Okay.
vascular bundle, as the case may be.
And that's ground tissue or something.
It is a type of ground tissue. So there you can see that a little bit more clearly. So for some questions, I might simply be zoomed in for this, especially if I wanted to ask you about the vascular tissues. So I might have the pointer on this and ask you to identify the tissue, which would be xylem. Or I could put the pointer here, or here, or here, and say identify the tissue, it would be phloem. And if I was talking about this overall structure, which I might do like on a quiz, it would be vascular cylinder. Again, you can now see the parenchyma cells better. So if I were to ask parenchyma cells or parenchyma tissue, I like this magnification better because you can clearly see you've got uniform thickness of the cell walls and it's fairly thin. You can certainly see that these are really thick cell walls on the xylem. What do you think is present in here, just out of curiosity? It's a parenchyma. Parenchyma gets used a lot for storage, so that's where you often find starch. Yes.
Oh, where was the cortex?
Cortex is anything outside of the vascular cylinder or vascular bundle. So pretty much everything you see there except for the vascular cylinder would be cortex.
Oh, then what's the colon?
We don't have, I don't think that there's any slides you're going to look at in here that are very good examples of parenchyma. But
Very
that's
good.
the cortex is composed predominantly of parenchyma cells. Okay, so note the way I would ask those questions. If I asked for you to identify the structure, then I would want you to tell me cortex. If I ask you to identify the tissue, I'd want you to tell me parenchyma.